Now, the word of the day this morning is TGIF, baby. Yes, our favorite day of the week is finally here.
And you deserve all the fun that you're about to get in this fresh edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
Now, we understand you've put in a whole week of efforts. Now it's time for us to wrap up our whole week of fun just for you. And, well, hey, when they say Jack could be a dull boy, not with Wake Up Nigeria.
Of course, of course. We'll give you the play after you have done all the work. Now, Wake Up Nigeria is definitely playtime on Friday mornings. Your morning is guaranteed to start right if, as you have, tuned into TVC as it is 6 a.m. I am Mike Mesikeno.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Now, we're streaming live right now, tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Please send in those lovely comments, shout outs, and so much more. Use our hashtag. Now, our hashtag has changed a little, y'all. It's now Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Don't forget the on TVC part. Please add that and we'll see all your messages.
Our mobile app is also available for you to download from your phone stores, Android or iOS. And of course, with that app, you can interact with us or watch us from anywhere around the world that you have access to internet.
So, for our highlights, we have quite a bit coming your way.
We do.
Zendel, formerly known as Victor Chibozo, from Abia State. He'll be bringing us his brand of Afro-pop music very, very soon. You too, but we have another musical artist also coming your way. We have Tega, and he's been known to describe his type of music as good music.
And for a display of another art form, the Caviar Gold crew will be joining us this morning for a dance performance. Remember them? The crew that trended with that shaku shaku move. They'll be with us this morning.
And now the African Cup of Nations is well underway, and Mike is going to be giving us an update on that. But we also have a special guest coming in, and our last guest for the day is
multimedia producer, singer, songwriter, and actor Elozonam. Now, he's quite talented, and he'll be with us on the show.
Nice. Wow. It's going to be a packed show today, yeah?
Grass and Greenland one is full
And
of
of course, you know what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
It's game day. Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun today.
This Friday.
Yeah. I feel like we just about made it.
This Friday. It's Friday.
What?
Well, the first Friday for the second half of the year. And I saw something somewhere, and you know, the guy said,
What? What is it?
okay, I don't want to throw shade at somebody this early morning on Friday, but it was something I saw online. Let's not just say. But then, hey, Friday, I'm actually looking forward to this weekend and seeing. I actually want to see Spider-Man.
Okay.
That's me personally. I'm looking forward to it because it's. I mean, after Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
You know, they really.
This is the first movie after the
Avengers
Endgame.
Endgame. So it's the beginning of Marvel Phase 4. And Avengers Endgame was re-released into cinemas because they wanted to beat Avatar's record as #1 film.
Has it worked? You know, they really brought him back. I feel like the older Spider-Man movies had like a very deep kind of Spidey.
Yeah, older Spideys.
Yeah,
Actually,
and it
Spider-Man,
was just a bit too deep.
Why are they still shooting Spider-Man?
He's a teenager.
Yeah, he's a teenager here, yeah.
So, and those other movies, they took him too old. He's always, I mean, if you look at him in Endgame, he was very young, asking very funny questions, going all playing around. I mean, they'll tell him, they ask you questions like, okay, what do you do in this one? And you say, okay, have you seen this movie? This guy did something. Or God, tell me what to do. So, yeah, that's it, that teenage.
The only reason I want to watch this is because of Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
That's hot
Mysterio.
guy in that.
Yeah, cool. And then just the way it happened with him, they're looking for a role for Ken Reeves in the MCU.
So Keanu, that was a debate. We talked about it here.
Yeah, we did.
Keanu should just stay on his own now. Why is he entering one of those?
Why?
Keanu could start his own universe, like DC universe, Marvel universe, Keanu Reeves universe. Like really, I just love that guy.
Look at the guys that came together for MCU. MCU is a superstar. It's like a conglomerate.
Yeah.
You get the best of the best and all over. Ken Reeves is also even going into Fast and Furious. It is testament of his brand.
Wow.
putting him in those franchises. So it's testament that look, his brand is big enough. And Kevin Feige said something just like he said for Jake. We'll not just rush him in. We'll calm down and look for the perfect movie and the perfect role for him. So then the role that's mooted is Eternals, where Angelina Jolie will also feature in Eternals.
That's another brand.
So think about what they're trying to do, and then now think of Fast and Furious. Think of The Rock. Think of Vin Diesel. Think of Ludacris, Jason Statham, and then you now see Keanu Reeves inside.
Hey.
What's going to happen, man?
It's going to be
break the box.
So it's testament. It's testament to what John Wick has done to his career, and it's all because of John Wick, the rise. I mean, Anna is also another movie Titi will talk about later. It's in the same mode, that John Wick kind of mode. So that's it. Basically, it's going to be in the same mode.
Okay, so there's so much happening, making the rounds right now. But I need to turn this way because it seems I will be taking the news update. Senator Elijah Abbo is currently cooling his heels at the FCT Police Command over the assault on a nursing mother at an adult toy shop in Abuja. The senator voluntarily surrendered himself for interrogation following an invitation from the Commissioner of Police of the FCT, CP Bala Siroma. Recall that the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, on Wednesday ordered a comprehensive investigation of the assault. Although the senator apologized, the IGP directed the FCT Police Commissioner to provide a personal supervision of the investigation. The Speaker of the House of Representatives has read the Riot Act to members ready to defy his authority. Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila also instituted an 11-man ad hoc ethics and privileges committee to probe the attempt by a member to seize the mace, the House symbol of authority, during the rowdy session. Correspondent Joke Adisa reports.
Wednesday's rowdy session arising from Mr. Gbajabiamila's announcement of the leaders of the minority parties had generated anxiety and tension among many Nigerians. The leader of the aggrieved PDP group, Kingsley Chinda, arrived at the chamber very early and took the seat of the minority leader. Hours later, the speaker led other principal officers into the chamber. Mr. Chinda attempted to raise a point of order, but the speaker declared that he would not recognize him since he was not on his assigned seat. As Mr. Chinda persisted, the speaker issued a strong warning.
I want to make it again abundantly clear, honorable colleagues. In making it clear, I'm pleading with you. Do not test the resolve of this House. Do not. If you test the resolve of this House, you will have cause to regret.
Other legislators in Mr. Chinda's camp raised various points of order that were addressed. Then came a motion on breach of privilege as a result of Wednesday's clash.
My prayer is that this House constitute a committee to look into what happened yesterday, to look into what made this ugly event to take place, so that we will feel safe while coming to this honorable chamber to make good laws for the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The motion was unanimously carried, and the speaker later announced an 11-man panel to carry out the task. As legislative activities continued, a member of the Chinda-led PDP, Dan Asuko, acknowledged the authority of the speaker and pleaded that the proposed investigation be dropped.
I'm a member of the People's Democratic Party. I support the fact that things should be done properly. But in doing that, I also know that there are rules in this House. And in line with the rules you have cited, I want to enjoin you, Mr. Speaker, to let go of what happened yesterday. Nigerians to let go of what happened yesterday. We accept your leadership. We accept your ruling.
We must do everything we can to protect the institution, to do what is right and set it at par with parliaments world over and international best parliamentary practices.
They are former Chief Whip Halazan Adodogoa as Majority Leader, Peter Akwatasin as Deputy Majority Leader, Mohammed Mangono as the Chief Whip, and Nkiruka Onyejocha as the Deputy Chief Whip. The uproar generated by Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila's announcement of the leaders of the minority parties at Wednesday plenary has now been doused as arrowheads of aggrieved PDP members admitted cracks in their ranks, and they have now resolved to put their house in order. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
Kidnapping now attracts death sentence in Taraba State as Governor Darius Ishaku has signed the bill into law. The bill, which was sponsored by the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Peter Abdel Dia, is intended to curtail kidnapping in the state. In the last 2 years, about 20 persons, including government officials, have been kidnapped in Taraba State.
I signed into law the death sentence for anybody who kidnaps and abducts anybody at all. I am convinced that the kidnappers are as bad as armed robbers, even worse. We believe that if we do that, it will discourage people from doing this crime, which is new to our society entirely. We didn't used to know about armed robbery. We heard about it. Then we didn't used to know about kidnapping. Now we're hearing about kidnapping. We want to stop all these negative vices in our society.
And that's all we can take right now on the news update for this hour. We're going to take the weather forecast next and then sports.
It's that time of the morning where we update you on what's making rounds on the paper headlines this morning. And you want to go, Tits?
I do. I'm going to go with The Guardian. And it says, protest as bandits kill over 10 in Katsina. Residents take bodies of victims to Emir's place. Our new strategy is working, say security chiefs. But there's a lot more information about that on page 6. It also says why oil vandals outsmart protection techniques. Pipeline explosion kills 2, burns 30 vehicles in Lagos. We're exploring modern methods to curb menace, says NNPC. Expert laments absence of leak detection system in Nigeria. It also says reps finally settle for Doguwa Elumelu as principal officers. Page 3 has more on that story. Gains worries over ascendancy of social media trial. Very interesting. And how 2.5 billion naira DSO project was approved by witness. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
All right, and on the cover of The Nation, we have outrage over deadline on cattle settlement projects. And also here we have a picture of firemen fighting the pipeline inferno, which happened in Ijegun yesterday, where 2 people were killed, 21 injured, and 31 vehicles damaged. Wow, pretty sad story there. Also here we have police detain slapping Senator Abbo in Abuja. You can find that on page 4. Also we have our strategies. Okay, says service chiefs. Also here we have 9 Nigerians killed in Libya airstrike. We also have here UTME candidate held for raising score. Also here on the paper, on the cover of the paper of The Nation, we have reps to probe Google for mace snatching. And on page 42, we have Oyetola Adeleke, no fate today. And that's it and more on the cover of The Nation.
Yeah, we have the Punch newspaper up next. It says Presidential Poll Tribunal, Atiku tenders Niger Yobe results. Says INEC has 2 different outcomes in local government. It also says Lagos pipeline fire kills 2 Scores injured, 68 vehicles, shops burnt. So another paper said 30 vehicles, this 68. That's more than double the number on the other paper. It says police quiz detain Abbo for assaulting nursing mother. Bandits kill 27 in fresh attacks on Katsina communities. Supreme Court rules on Osun government case today. Drama as Gbajabia Miller stops Chinda others from raising leadership issues at plenary as APC appoints House principal officers. And finally, the stock market loses 291 billion naira in 4 days. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
All right, and quickly on the cover of the Vanguard newspaper this morning, we have tension builds as herdsmen occupy farms in Imo village. We don't want to fight them. We want peace, says villagers, as court dismisses Mieti Allah's suits against open grazing law. So these and much more that you can find on the cover of the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
And with those headlines, we have to head for a quick break. Now we'll be back after this with the traffic situation.
Welcome back. It's that time of the show where we update you on the traffic situation around Lagos. You can also be a part of this segment by sending us a message on any of our social media platforms. We'd like to hear from you. And as well, you can take a traffic selfie. Of course, I've got Titi in the kitchen. She'll be joining me to update you on social media. All right. So, Titi, you want to go? Any updates on social media yet? Let's see what's happening on social media this morning.
You know, there's quite a lot that does come up on social media. It's loading right now. But I can say that due to what happened yesterday with the pipeline stroke tanker fire that happened, it did cause a lot of traffic around that particular area throughout yesterday. A lot of complaints were coming through on social media on that one. And it might be blocked off today. So if you know you live anywhere around that area, please just take care on the roads. Also, I wanted to mention that sometimes you see some vehicles that have some parts of the vehicle scraping along the ground.
Yeah.
I freak out when I see things like that because if, for instance, there's a fuel tanker or whatever passing and it just happens to leak any fuel or something like that, just a little spark could cause anything. So that's something to look out for.
Okay.
And hopefully the authorities will do something to make sure that that doesn't happen much anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping we can get to
the traffic situation.
Yes, the Ajah area of Lagos.
Yes, Ajah area of Lagos State this morning. We're going to update our viewers who are watching online or on TV, or you're watching and you're trying to make your way out of the house to the Victoria Island area of Lagos State this morning. So, and if you're in the Ajah area this morning, there is traffic actually in Ajah on your way out to Victoria Island. My internet seems to be acting up here.
Okay.
Yes.
So from what I have here, the major trouble spots happen to be around the Chevron area.
Yes.
So from the Chevron junction all the way to the place they call the actual Lekki bus stop. The actual Lekki bus stop is Jakonde.
Yes.
So it goes all the way down there, all the way to the Oando corn oil
yes,
filling
there
stations.
is traffic.
It's going all the way there. But I know that a lot of people are taking alternative routes now. But people need to be careful on those routes, especially this early in the morning, because of the bad roads.
Yes.
I saw something on my way home yesterday. It was raining, and there was a segment of a road that heading towards. I saw you heading towards Tollgate, right? And so there was this segment of a road that I don't know if it's a gutter or why it was there. You know, that's just in front of a last mile office. There's this segment where some parts have iron rods over it, and then some parts it's bare. And so there was this transport company boss who maybe didn't know that that part he was going on. And, you know, there was water, so, you know, the roads were flooded. And the guy, he was a little bit fast, he was in speed, so he went in and went out. Look, that guy's rim went off, man. Like, the tires, the rim, probably, that guy would have to fix a lot. The car was still moving by. I know he would definitely stop in front. You see? So the point is this, and then I made a comment, like, if you're, when driving, if you're not very sure of an area, when it's raining, man, please be careful, because that small, just, let me just go this place. And
you could fall into a ditch.
Or you could just spend, like, what's the thing we take from you?
Lagos is not a place where you can trust every single...
Yeah, in fact, everywhere. So when it's raining, if you have to drive to an area you don't really know, you're not sure, please do be very careful.
Yeah, be very careful.
Very, very careful.
All right, thank you very much, Mike, for that one. Yes, still more updates on the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway this morning. Like you said earlier on, TT, if you're on your way out of the Chevy View at this time, that's the Chevron Peninsula, there is, like, the traffic is terrible at this time. All the way to the 5th roundabout, the traffic is really, really tight this morning. But afterwards, it actually, you know, it's actually free, but you'll find pockets of traffic here and there if you're making your way out of the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway this morning. I don't know if you have any updates on the Ikorodu Road.
Okay, for Ikorodu, not yet, but a few people still trying to drop updates, and we're expecting them. But someone, Niger Flying Doctor, something I saw here quite interesting, says these sleek water taxis could decongest roads in cities that have waterways, like us home sweet Lagos. Whichever way, you know, waterways, metro system, like I said, to have an effective and a conducive metropolis, you need a good transport system, public transport system.
True.
We need to ensure that that is
just really one of those things that they need to look into, especially when it comes to security of lives and property on the waters.
Yes.
So once they get that done, then we can start.
Yeah, on that note, we're going to end the traffic update this morning. And if you're on your way to the 3rd Mainland Bridge, guys, the traffic there is pretty tight. So you might want to take an alternative route, maybe the Ikorodu Road, to get to the island this morning. And that's it on traffic updates, guys. What are we talking about?
Okay, quite a few things.
Yeah.
But Kemi Oluloyo is trending.
Oh, wow, again? What's her comments?
Auntie is doing okay. So she lays claim to being an investigative journalist.
Okay.
Right, a pharmacist and all of that. U.S. trained investigation law journalist. She doesn't. She uses every opportunity she gets to let you know that she was trained there. Of course, we've had a few times on Your View, and she's known for being giving very unpopular opinions, you know, and being very controversial. So this time around, now this is journalism in question now, or an attack. I don't want to say an attack on journalism. It's a person, but you know, the same way, it brings her journalistic tendencies, status into question. So still on the case of the rape cases going on, somebody went on and did an interview, and she was blurred out, right?
Yes,
and she was giving her own version of the rape case. And then Kemi goes and reveals the person.
No.
Wow.
You understand? Reveals the person all out there. And so there's now a back and forth on social media. Okay, so she's an investigative journalist. We were like, okay, we like what you did, Kemi. We like what you did. And then, now, there are a number of journalists by training and journalists by profession, journalists who learned along the way. Apart from being trained, I also studied mass communication, and journalism is a major part. Where in those kind of cases, you know, there are a lot of times when victims in those particular situations are, especially when you get information from them, you have to maintain that level of secrecy.
Okay. So it's all about keeping your sources coded. Very simple.
You don't reveal your sources.
You never. That's like journalism 101.
You don't reveal your sources.
Even if they don't want to be anonymous, in some cases, as long as you know they're okay with it.
In fact, because you're putting your future, channels of information at risk. when you reveal sources that way.
really can't
And
believe
considering
that
that another person decided to blow it out, I mean, that's like giving your guy your
It's actually
that's not cool.
As you said, it is a question of her status as a
Yeah,
journalist,
that's not cool.
But my issue now is she needs to actually be asked the reason why she did that.
I don't get it, Titi. You're asking someone, why did you reveal someone's identity? This is someone who, you think Trudy or whoever took that interview, the interviewer didn't know that, you know, the reason why they wanted, she didn't want to be known. She didn't want to be recognized.
Busola decided to
exactly. Busola made that
herself.
decision. That was personal for Busola. But this particular person is saying, no, I do not want my identity to be revealed. I want it to be kept hidden. And I think that should have been respected.
Yeah.
That you don't go doing that. That is all shades of wrong. It's completely wrong.
I can't even imagine why she would do that.
She goes out, she calls the girl. Of course, I'm not going to call the girl's name here, but she does, and it's everywhere. So that's why she's trending and all of that.
For those journalists and you know, online people online now, if you do get the name of the person, honestly we can only appeal to you to not spread it, so that she has some semblance of privacy for however long it can.
The thing with Kemi is, for me, nothing about her surprises me anymore, really. Because, yes, actually, because we all know that she's a very controversial person. You know, she likes to be seen, she likes to be heard.
What was the aim?
So I guess she's just trying to also divert attention to herself. That, okay. Because you know what I have found out in the last couple of days, especially with so many, you know, stories, you know, apart from the rape case that's been coming up, even the Wole Soyinka case, everyone is trying to leverage on an existing story that is trending to, you know, brand themselves or, you know, be more popular. Get followers on social media. So the minute a story breaks, everybody's in a hurry. Let's jump on this to, you know,
just like
be popular.
It's actually getting kind of
thinking
annoying.
about this jumping. There was a discussion I saw clips of. It happened on East Splash. But Kafi also called out Naira Marley, who also went back against her and, I mean, insulted her in such a way that I felt was not necessary. You know, she goes about this soapy dance.
Yeah.
He goes this new dance. I don't know where he learned that. Where he learned that dance in jail or whatever.
I don't know.
And it's supposed to be, you know, it's not cool what guys do in jail and all that with the soap and all of that. And then he comes out and then she condemns this dance and then he goes like, I don't know if you're a man or a woman, and says a lot of very necessary stuff. But while I was listening to Foladele yesterday, she said something quite interesting. Okay, so we feel that you can't do the soapy dance which shows somebody masturbating as it is, or that's the mimicry. And then you can't do that, but how about ladies who twerk?
Okay.
You know, where do you put in it? Where do you draw the line? Why is a twerk feeling like, okay,
why
you
is
can
a twerk
do it?
okay?
And then we even twerk in church with komole and all of that. Like that's how someone mentioned.
So in general, there are a lot of dances that have lewd impressions, which is why it's now up to you as a person. You're watching these dances on TV. It doesn't mean you have to know every single dance. You don't have to teach someone else this dance. Not everybody has to dance it. The way people jump on dances these days, to me, is alarming. Because even the shaku shaku dance, I can still remember mentioning it on air once, that the origins of that dance is shackles. Shackles, slave trade. The way the prisoners used to walk with the chains is exactly how the dance came about. Yes, that's the truth, and that was how the shaku shaku started. If you even
Pokoli was the one that created that dance, the shaku dance. Pokoli.
Yes, I know. But that was where
no, because there was a debate about it yesterday. Between Pokoli and
they will claim. They will claim it.
He's not the Pokoli that's forming a Zanku master. He's not the one.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
But my issue is not every dance is one you have to dance.
Especially when you now have kids doing this.
Yes, kids doing it at parties. It's very annoying.
Shaku shaku. Zanku, soapy,
really,
whatever. What do you think about dances? Let's know on social media. Let's take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria, and of course, you're about to witness your our first performance for the day. Stephen Ogenetega, also known as Ortega, is a singer and computer analyst. He has featured such artists as J1, CDQ, Jagapur, and so on. And this morning, he's coming with "Stay Woke," people.
Yeah, stay woke,
Stay
man.
woke.
That's what it is. Yeah, stay
I
woke.
mean, like, that song is just spot on. Stay woke on Wake Up Nigeria.
That's good. That's cool,
So
man.
tell us, what's your genre of music?
I do good music, actually. Good music.
Okay.
I don't like to classify myself as a kind of artist. So I just do good music, basically.
So you're like versatile.
Exactly.
Okay, but if you're to look at other artists that you featured on your song, or that you featured on their songs, like CDQ, J1, and the rest of them, they have a certain kind of genre of music which, you know, appeals to the Afro-pop audience. What do you say about that?
I think they're doing great music.
Okay.
They're doing good stuff. Everybody has their own kind of style or kind of vibe. You know, we can't be the same. We all have different lines in our palm. So everybody's just trying to be the best they can be. So
Okay, so tell me what Stay Woke is about.
Stay Woke is just like the story of every hustler all around the world. Stay Woke is just like a motivational song
Oh, nice.
for everybody trying to make themselves better.
Are you a hustler?
It's obvious.
Are you onto any record label yet?
No, I don't have a record label.
Okay.
I only have a management deal.
Okay.
Yeah, we work is entertainment. And I'm just trying to do this independently.
Tell me about your challenges as, you know, a lone artist, because it must be really tough.
Well, you know, once you want to do something, you don't see anything as a challenge. I'm looking forward to more challenges every day. So
Okay.
I don't think I have any challenges right now.
Okay.
I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Are you still into computer analyst? Do you still do that?
Yeah. I'm a
Okay.
computer analyst. I have my OND from Abraham Polytechnic.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so basically I practice it every day. My day-to-day activities with computers.
So you're doing that, and then you're, you know, doing what you really love to do, which
Exactly,
is
that's perfect.
all right. At this point, I'm just going to let you do your thing. Stay woke, people.
Yeah, man, stay woke,
Well
man.
done. Get it off.
Let's go, let's
Another talent beats classic.
One time. One time. One time. Ortega. CDQ always online. One time. Yankee TG to bird. I like G my soon. Steadily dream chasing. What's him man go do? Me I the grind, cause I need pepper to do party. Any top I suck making my chest. First I the funk batty, I be grinding all my life. Me or anybody to for me anything. Like you go me, Jadila man mutaba low anything. Kill a tea drop, he start get it, anti-rarity.
Hello and welcome back. Now we took off at 6 a.m. and it's been
Yep.
as fresh as promised,
We
we promised it would be.
We did. The fact is that was simply the place for you to be at any, from anywhere you are in the world from 6 to 8:45 a.m.
Now you need to spread the word. You need to tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell another friend.
Yeah, and tell a family member. Wake Up Nigeria comes to you live from the studios of TVC Communications every weekday morning. Now, my name is Titilayo.
And I'm Mike Mexicano. You can stream live with us at tvcontinental.tv and also on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can comment with the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. That's the new hashtag.
Yes, indeed.
We're graduating from the former one. Okay.
It's a serious graduation on TVC. Yes, indeed. We have a mobile app also available for you to download. You need to take note of that. If you're on Android, if you're on iOS, download the app as soon as you can so you can watch us from anywhere you are in the world. You should have internet, though.
You should.
By now, you should.
The staple. I call this the CNS of our show. the central nervous system.
Oh, wow.
It holds the show together.
I've not heard that in a very long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kitchen, the very pretty Chef Ayo will be creating some magic in the kitchen this morning. You should stay tuned. I'm seeing some sponge
As in, like-
there. Something that looks like sponge. Don't bother about that lady in red.
Sponge.
Don't bother about the lady in red.
Why?
Don't bother about the lady in red. Chef Ayo, can you please
Pretty.
tell us something? Chef Ayo, can you please tell us what's up?
Of course, this is not sponge. This is Singapore noodles.
Okay, I learned something.
Yes, he learned something. It's not sponge, it's noodles.
Noodles.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be looking forward to that later on. But then, Zendel, formerly known as Victor Chibuzo, is the Abia native who will be bringing us his brand of Afro-pop music very shortly.
The African Cup of Nations is well underway. Mike has a preview of that coming up. And then we also have dance. Dance
Of course, is an art form as expressive as writing and painting. The Gold Caviar crew will be expressing themselves much later on the show. And after that, we get to talk to the ladies.
That video trended for a while.
It did. All right, our guest for this morning is producer, singer, and actor Elozonam.
Yes, indeed.
Right in front of him.
Father Lord, I've been friend-zoned 4 times. Check my previous post.
Very expressive.
You see some people,
Yeah.
God has spoken to you. Meanwhile, the person God sent to you, you have brother zone him, you have friend zone. Some people say there's only one, there's farm zone.
Wow.
Mike, you seem to be in this. This is
No,
you
no.
can totally relate with this.
No, I
can't
don't.
you?
I can't.
Really?
I can't. I don't. No, nobody presents me. I have only one sister in this life. Only one, and she's married, so don't even bother. Don't try
I
yourself.
sent us soup though, by the way.
Wow. Wow.
Don't worry, that is coming. So those people you have friend zoning, your future husband is there. You have to continue.
So I
Fam.
noted that you don't actually know in some cases when you're
Friend zoned, exactly.
You don't know when you're being friend zoned, and you don't know when you're friend zoning someone until something happens, something very significant.
People know. All these guys, they
No,
know.
they don't know.
they
Because
don't know.
you know what?
Are
A
you
lot of
serious?
guys. Hey, wait. Let me break this down to you. A lot of guys, you know what they do?
Yeah.
They go like, so you're having like a random chat with them, like, hey dear, how you doing? They keep using the dear, baby.
dear,
Okay,
dear.
then at some point they start to use baby,
No,
or
or
they start
babe,
to use
or babe.
sweetie,
Yeah.
or lovely.
That's my line.
You see? You see?
my line.
And then because we are very emotional beings, we take it very personal that, because, I mean, we do not let every guy in. Do you understand? So when a guy starts to use those kind of, it starts to, get into the innermost.
Tony on your own, man.
And then
We have to go,
Dear
but we'll
God,
conclude this. The next time we get back, this is quite serious. We're going to conclude this, but then Titi's up.
Well, hey, if you can grab a paper, you should. Now, we have something interesting about to happen.
in the kitchen.
You're about to see a very entertaining breakfast meal prepared with Chef Ayo and Mike.
Hello, Mike.
In the land, far, far away, there was a beautiful damsel. Her name, Ayo. But the culinary setup felt like he could come up against Ayo, but Ayo said, no! I mean, key this thing here today. Oh yeah, Ayo is about to drop some things here. Hey, blood on the kitchen floor. Oh yeah, let us know what's up today.
Jesus.
What do we have? What do we have today?
Okay,
Ayo?
now we have Singapore noodles. We have chicken. We have shredded chicken, shredded beef. We have bell pepper. We have onions. We have spring onions. We have carrots. Yeah, and we have pepper.
Pepper or
And
onions. Okay, so what are the spices?
Yeah, chili sauce for this for the stir fry.
Okay.
We have oyster sauce and we have soy sauce.
Okay, what's this?
Corn flour.
Corn flour. Hey, we're ready. And then the villa
We're
drop
ready.
this. Oh, this is out of the picture.
So right now,
Because we're about to kill off this place. Okay, let's go. Let's make it happen. How are we starting this?
we'll start with hot water because
Hot water. Oh.
yeah, because we have to soak the
The noodles, right?
yeah. For
Okay.
about like 3 to 4 minutes.
So we soak it. It's not like we boil the
No,
noodles,
we are
right?
not.
Ah, that's good. That's quite interesting.
So I'm going to take the.
And then we don't break it up.
No, we don't.
Full.
Yep.
But I tend to always break noodles, so I don't
Because
know
I
why.
don't like it when it's too short.
Yeah.
It's better when it's long and, you know?
Yo.
I don't want it to burn.
But then I always feel like spaghetti and noodles should have like a difference. So noodles, I don't mind it being short. Spaghetti, okay, can be long, but noodles, okay, well, whichever way. All right. So we need more water, right? So we soak it, and then when it's, how long should this stay?
4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes, right? Okay. They look like they could just melt or dissolve and disappear or something like that.
No, they will not. They will
That's what I feel. Okay. All right. So while this is going on, what else? What kind of people? Because we've actually done quite a lot. I mean, myself and I have been hard at work here. We've done quite a lot in the kitchen already. So why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing, no comment.
We're in this together, right? Okay.
Are you sure you've been doing anything right now?
What's this? What's this? What do you have here?
Garlic.
Okay, garlic, but we already have some of that. The ones we need there, right?
Yes.
We already have the ones we need.
No,
there.
we don't.
Okay, we don't. Okay, so this should be here. Garlic. I know some people have allergic to garlic and all of that. Well.
Yeah. So right now we need I need container.
Okay. Well, what are we?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, this would suffice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So we need to. I'm coming.
Okay. All right. That's some oil that we're putting in there. But then the garlic has just been added to the ingredients. Let's take this out. Singapore noodles. Has already been done. Okay. All right. So that's oil, right? What are we frying now?
The sauce.
The sauce.
So
Okay.
while we are waiting.
All right. Okay. So what's the first thing to go into the frying pan? Is that a frying pan?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So no, there are different names. Titi always has a name for it or something. Like so, she'll give one name like that now. Yeah. I heard that, but I don't want to. This is a frying pan because you fry and it is a pan. No,
that easy.
It's a frying pan. Okay. So yeah, the onions definitely goes first.
Not all the time though. Sometimes it wants to be a bit crunchy.
Okay, but I like it when it's crunchy. And
yes, I'm not going to fry it for long.
But this is big, like.
Yeah, it has to be big. It's for the sauce.
All right.
That goes with the noodles.
Okay. So I know. For me, I like the onions a little bit burnt. So,
really?
I don't know, like brownie or something.
No, in this case, it's not going to be brown.
It's not going to be brown, then? Okay. All right. Okay. So while we're getting this ready, and we're putting the garlic into this and getting our sauce ready, Titi has been wishing she was here, but she's somewhere else.
I miss her so much.
You miss her? When I'm here? We're not coming back to this video again. Titi, tell us what we have next week. You have a performer, right?
Chef Ayo, I apologize on Mike's behalf. You know, we are used to him in the studio. This is a new experience for you, but it's fine. You'll be fine. We'll come and rescue you later. But we have a musical performance coming your way. Now we have Zendel, Victor Chibuzo, a.k.a. Zendel, an Afro-pop artist who started singing as a choir member in the Deeper Life Bible Church in Kaduna. Now, he's come a long way since then, and he's here to perform his track, and his track is... Big Man. Use your mic, dear. Use your mic.
Big Man.
Big Man. Big Man. That's the track you're performing right now.
Yes.
All right, so you need to tell me about this name, Zendel. It has nothing to do with your actual name. Where did you get it from?
Well, actually, I was inspired.
Okay. By?
Actually, by a music. So, but before the names Zendels came, I was in my place of work, my former office, where I was working. Okay. So there was this truck that was passing by, and then I looked at the truck, and then I saw that Zen.
Really?
Yes. So I saw that Zen, then I was like calculating, like, what can I be? What would be my stage name?
And you
that
just,
was how...
It was like a sign.
Yeah, it was like
God
a sign.
just drove it past you.
Just drove it past
Zendel. That's a stage name right there. I like the name, and I have a feeling it's going to stick, but it's all about your performance now. Let me get out of your hair. Go ahead.
My baby multi-nice. I come from you with my mind, girl, you push me aside. Tell me what.
Welcome to the AFCON preview and review. Of course, the second round of matches are about to kick off today. And, well, who better to discuss the first round and, of course, the upcoming second round than Sam Adeyemi, sports analyst, presenter, and uncle. It's great to have you on the show today.
It's great to be here.
You're welcome. You're welcome, man. So, African football has been in the forefront. Of course, there's the Copa America, which we would touch on, and, of course, Women will walk up. But we're majorly talking about AFCON. AFCON, first round. The first round is over. Did the first round live up to your expectations?
Not at all. Football is about goals for me. I have to see goals, and then it's been underwhelming talking about goals. The first round of matches and second round of matches were just below par. Onto the third round of games, that's where we start seeing many goals. Starting with the Nigerian games where we had a 2-0, and then we go to the other matches, we start having four goals, which was good for us. And because that's all about football. You look at the total tournament in total. We have just 1.9 goal per game.
Per game.
In 32 games already played, still remaining about 20 games. That's not the best for me. I love goals in football, and some teams have been pretty defensive. But right now, we've separated boys from men. And hopefully, we get to see the best teams, the best 16 right about now.
Right about now. Okay, so now let's talk about the awards. Now, for the first time, awards have already been given. We have the best keeper, we have the best player. You're about to see that now on your screen. We have the best, the fair play team. We have also the team of the round. What do you think about all those awards? The best keeper, the best player, the best coach, and the team of the round. What do you think about those awards?
I think they were just right as I wanted. But I feel like Kalidou Koulibaly should have get into that team.
Koulibaly, yes, of Senegal.
He should have got into that team. But Yaya Banana and Ahmed Egazi, also two players who has done well so far in this tournament, take that spot. But overall, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yes, best player, Ismail Benassa. Fair play team, Algeria, as we can see there. We can also see Madagascar, team revelation.
yes, there has to be the revelation. 7 points from a team that has a three-time champion Nigeria, and also Guinea, who was a runner-up at a point in time. That's a big one. They haven't lost any game so far in 3 games, 2 wins and a draw. I think they have to be the revelation of the tournament.
All right, good. All right, so let's look at the best goals, right? Which stands out for you?
For me, it has to be Abdoulaye Diaby, the one that was picked as the second one. That was a swerving caller kind of. You look at, and that was just like, is it Ajay Ruben that is doing that? But we have to look at the number 1 goal. It's not about the goal, it's the build-up. You see, Nodi Amrabat seems not to have age at all. This is the man keeping Sophia Buffalo on the bench. And he has done...
Buffalo would have expected him to play, but hey, come on. Wonderful, I must say. So, well, the standard, look at this free kick. I think we had some good goals there. Mo Salah, of course, with 2 goals now.
Yes.
With 2 goals now. So, well, Sadio Mane also with 2.
So I am Cedric Bakambu of DR Congo also with 2 goals. So these are the top scorers. Nobody has scored more than that.
Okay, now let's look at the second round fixtures. It's going to begin today. Yeah. Second round of games are going to begin today. While we're looking at those fixtures, and what do you think about the teams? What do you think about the pairings for the second round?
I think this is evenly matched, and then it's just start showing. Let the best teams start showing themselves. When you have a Cameroon 5-time champion against Nigeria 3-time champion. That's it. Okay, you guys want to win this, then you have to start showing stuff.
We have Egypt, 7-time champion against South Africa, 1 time?
Yes,
1-time champion? 96.
I think this has to be said. It seems it's all about Egypt, but South Africa can pull a surprise. They've not been so good this tournament. Egypt have yet to concede a goal in this tournament. 3 matches, 9 maximum points, and it's all tilting towards their side. And they're playing at home. They are the host nation. This is looking like Egypt.
So we expect them to pick that one over South Africa. So Nigeria, Cameroon, what do you think? What do you think about that fixture?
Someone was saying it's maybe a revenge match.
Okay.
A revenge match could be the fact that 3 times they've gotten to the final against Nigeria, and 3 times they've won.
Defeated us. I can remember Rigobert's song. That penalty. 2000. That penalty.
Yeah, in Lagos.
In Lagos, yeah. I mean, keeper had to bend down the penalty. I would never forget that penalty against Cameroon. But then we gave them 4-1.
That's the most recent one.
Yes.
But in the Nations Cup, It's been evenly matched. 6 times they've met prior to this, and then 2 wins, two wins on either side, and then 2 draws. So we're looking at this right now. If Nigeria can just snake this, they are the defending champion. They don't have all the top stars in Europe playing this team. Joe Matip is not even there. Some of the guys that refuse to come in.
When I look at Choupo-Moting, I don't think that's an attacker.
And he's supposed to be the captain.
He's the captain. Choupo-Moting is the captain.
That's one of the greatest miss you can ever see in football. I don't think there's
so when I see Choupo-Moting, I think of that miss at PSG. I really don't think that we have a problem to fear there. Okay, but then let's look at other fixtures. While it comes up there, which teams do you think will qualify from this round of 16? Let's look at those fixtures now. Also,
it's going to be quite harder to pick any team aside Algeria.
Algeria, definitely.
Algeria is one of the top scoring sides in this tournament. They've scored 6. They've considered nothing.
They'll be up against Guinea.
Yes.
They'll be up against Guinea.
Guinea runner-up in 78, if I'm correct. So, Tunisia themselves, they were the host and they won in 2000. In 2004.
And 4, yes.
So it's going to be a big one. But I'm tipping Algeria to go through it.
Mali against Cote d'Ivoire.
Mali against Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire 2 times champion, 2015 and 1992. Mali always getting closer. Runner-up when they hosted it in 2002. It's as if, where is this going to fall? But Cote d'Ivoire, they've been unimpressive, even though they've got a lot of talent, particularly in the front line. Nicolas Pepe with 24 goals for Lille last season. Wilfred Zaha, Jonathan Koja, Javion on the best, Salomon Kalou, but yet the goals are not forthcoming. They've been, even Wilfred Bony. But this is a game that I think...
Solomon Kalou, up until the 3rd match, he was not really involved as part of the team.
Yes, even Wilfred Zaha didn't start the first 2 games.
Wilfred Zaha, pardon me, I mentioned Kalou. Wilfred Zaha,
It's the quality of that in that team that you... Maxwell Koné, Max Gradel, all in that.
Also.
So all these guys are right there. Yet, but goals aren't coming in. Maybe this might be where they get to pick it up.
Okay, we have to move now, but let's just touch Copa America finals. Brazil against Peru, just pick one.
I think it's Brazil, but Peru can be surprising. Football can be surprising.
The Women's World Cup, the finals. USA up against Netherlands.
If not for nothing, Megan Rapinoe needs to make a statement. I don't need to know. Needs to make a statement to someone.
Of course, England will be up against Sweden for the 3rd place.
Yeah. England, last time in 2015, Canada, they won. They got bronze medal, and this time around, they were just able to sneak it away from Sweden, who in the past few games have proven that they can be a force to reckon with again in women's football.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam. It was always great having you. I wish we could spend more time. He's a great man when it comes to sporting stuff there. But then, hey, come on. We have a whole lot in store for you. Let's head over to the Garden. We spoke about them and we told you how we're going to get them. It's the GCC, the Golden Caviar Dance crew in the house, and they're about to give us a performance. We'll talk to them later after this.
Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. So much has gone on the show. Did you see that dance performance?
I saw it.
I mean, wow, amazing. Well done, Good Caviar. All right, here with me in the kitchen this morning is Chef Ayo. Mike held down the first segment, and I'm here to carry on.
Thank you for saving me.
Right. Always, baby girl, always. I got you. All right, right. She's actually making Singaporean noodles this morning with chili sauce. Yes, people. Let's talk about the ingredients.
Okay. Yeah, we have vegetable oil, we have garlic, we have seasoning cubes, we have onions, we have pepper, we have shredded beef, shredded chicken, spring onions, carrots, bell pepper. We have oyster sauce,
chili sauce,
and soy sauce.
And soy sauce.
And we have corn flour,
This is what you call a wholesome meal. Yeah, so I see that you've already stir-fried a few vegetables over there, yeah? Okay.
So I think we should just continue with that.
All right, what's next?
Yes.
So we actually want you watching at home to be able to get a feel of what we're doing here in the kitchen. So I actually had to tell Chef Ayo, to pause a little bit so that you can see how we are making our Singaporean noodles this morning. And just in case you're wondering where you can find this rice noodles, you can actually find at your local grocery store.
Yeah.
It's not, and it's very affordable as well.
Very.
Very affordable and very healthy. All right. So right now we're making our chili sauce, yeah?
Mm-hmm. That will be okay.
Great. And you want to remind us what we have in there?
Bell pepper and onions and garlic. I just added garlic now.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna wait for that to simmer up a bit.
Yeah, just like immediately.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to fry the
chicken.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Nicely chopped.
So the garlic can enter, like, you know.
This Singaporean noodles this morning has a lot of elements.
You know how it is when I'm here.
Like, so you're eating and you're eating something
More
alongside.
spoonful.
I'm telling you, nice, really nice. This is very rich and sophisticated as well.
We are not regular.
Yeah, baby girl. Yo, boy, say we are not regular. Yes, so we are not regular on this show, Wake Up Nigeria at all. At all. You can take it anywhere. Yes, I said it.
Okay, now so you can help by where is it? Okay.
What do you need me to do for you?
Oyster sauce. Just take one of them.
Okay. So you need the oyster sauce or the soy sauce?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So I'm adding everything to it.
Adding all the chicken.
Yeah.
So all the everything.
Everything. So
everything.
Everything is the sauce. That's the sauce. You know?
Wow.
But I'm not gonna add everything like all the sauce.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of chili sauce. Whoa. But you see the thing about chili sauce, it's very tasty. You know? It's more like
Very
barbecue
tasty.
sauce.
Yeah.
It's tasty, but it's peppery. But it's quite sweet. It's got that, you know, sweet, sour. It's perfect if you're making sauce.
Yeah. To help.
Yeah. All right, if you're just joining us, people, this morning with Chef Ayo. In the kitchen with me, we are making Singaporean noodles. And right now, she's making our chili sauce, which we're going to have alongside our Singaporean noodles. And so in there, you want to remind us what we have in there?
Bell pepper, onions, garlic, and chili sauce. Okay. So now we are adding one of the, I think that's oyster sauce. It's a bit thicker.
Okay. So which, I think this is the soy sauce?
Oh, soy sauce. Okay,
Yeah.
that's oyster. So we just add
a little bit.
Yeah, that's it.
A lot. Okay. So we added a lot of chili sauce in there. But just in case you don't want to have so much chili sauce, what else could you use?
You can use sweet and sour. You can, depends on what you want. If you like the sweet sauce, then you can use sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they actually basically come in all of these bottles, some of this, you know, and then you can find them at your grocery store, sweet and sour sauce.
So now what we need the corn flour for is
thickening.
Yeah, and to like, so you can have so much of it.
Oh, okay.
So the sauce can be enough.
Oh, nice.
Instead of putting just water, then you can just.
So we're adding water to our coily flour?
Corn flour, yeah.
Corn flour, okay.
It's just
add more water, okay. And then we're gonna add that. Nice. Can I stir it while you do that?
Yeah, you can.
Ah, okay. Oh, look at that, people. Look at this. So basically what the flour does here is thicken it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So we're just going to leave it to cook a little bit, yeah?
Just a little. You're not even adding any seasoning.
Okay, so let's people see how to make our Singaporean noodles quickly. Okay. So at least they have an idea. At least they know how to make our chili sauce. And we'll just move on to our Singaporean noodles.
Yes.
So if your chili sauce is too thick, you could add a bit of water, yeah?
Yeah.
So it depends on the consistency you're looking for.
So this is
vegetable oil. All right.
So
what's next?
Onions.
Okay. All right. So our Singaporean noodles will be the last thing to go into the sauce.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Let me know when we need to take off the chili sauce. Is it ready?
I think it's ready. Okay, it's ready.
Because I'm guessing we need all that vegetables to be crunchy.
Yeah, we don't want it to be soggy.
Yeah, we don't want it to be soft. We still want to get all of those nutrients in there.
I think it's okay now. Can take it.
Right?
Yeah.
Ready? Can I take it out?
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. So our chili sauce is ready. And right now we're about to make our Singaporean noodles. So quickly, Ayo, explain the process for our Singaporean noodles so that people can...
Okay, now the garlic is going in.
Okay. And then after the garlic, what's next?
The beef.
After beef, what's next? The vegetables.
The vegetables.
After vegetables, then
pepper.
Pepper.
Yes.
And then after the pepper, we put in our Singaporean noodles last.
And we'll add what's it called? Oyster and soy sauce.
Oh, we are still going to add our oyster. Oh, sorry about that. Our oyster and soy sauce, to still give it that flavor. Well, I am in awe of what's going on here in the kitchen, guys. I hope you are. So next, we still have the Gold Caviar Dance Crew. And of course, you're standing by with Mike. Hello, Mike.
Guten Morgen. Okay. Yeah, Guten Morgen. So as it stands now, I just took my diploma in German, and now I'm extremely proficient in the language. So I hope you don't have any problems with that. Well, I've got these beautiful ladies in the house. The Gold Caviar Dance Crew. It's great to have you guys. Finally, man, you guys were everywhere. We saw that video. I was so proud. Like my chest, when I saw the video, my chest was like, wow, it was beating. Like, I was so proud of you guys and all of that. Africans doing great things in diaspora. But let's get to meet you first of all. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's get to meet you. All right? Yeah.
Hi, I am Lulu.
Lulu.
Yeah, from Temi Lolua.
Okay.
I'm from Nigeria, but born and raised in Vienna.
All right. Okay.
Hi, my name is Jessica. Born and raised in Vienna as well, but my dad is from Nigeria and my mom is from Austria.
Oh wow, that's cool. Right?
So my name is Chichi, full name Chugozia. I'm also Nigerian. I'm born and raised in Vienna, Austria.
So as we're going with the full names, my name is Marie-Louise.
Okay.
But everyone's calling me Lucy.
Okay.
My dad is from Cameroon, my mom's from Austria.
Okay, so you know that in the African Cup of Nations we are going up against Cameroon
tomorrow.
You know that Nigeria will be up against Cameroon in football. Okay, so we're going to beat you guys. We're going to beat you guys. Okay, but let's talk about how the crew was formed. How did you guys meet together, and how did Gold Caviar crew come together?
So that's actually a tough question for us because we've known each other for a very, very long time.
Oh.
And I mean, Jessica and Lolo, they grew up together, so they've known each other since they were babies. From Lucy and Lolo, they have like baby pictures together, which they can't even remember. And I've known them for over like 10 years.
Okay, so when did you guys decide to start dancing? Yeah?
We've always danced, to be honest. Like I've danced since the age of 6. And when we were like getting older, we obviously had to go to school, so dancing was just like a side thing. It was just a hobby. And we also had a dance group called SBS, Soul Black Sisters, and which was with Lucy, Jessie, I, and others.
Okay.
And Chichi had a dance group with her sister and friends, Color Cartoons. And so both of us stopped dancing, both dance groups stopped dancing, and then we decided to form a group. Yeah, and then we called each other Gold Caviar. Yes.
Okay, so now let's see now that particular fashion show. How did you guys get that gig? Let's talk about that particular fashion show. What was it? What was it all about?
So the director called us and asked us if we can perform on his closing show, on the Fashion Week show. Fashion Week. And he said, like, the theme will be colors of the world, and there will be a part of it will be about Africa.
Okay.
So his plan was that we should do a catwalk, and then after the catwalk, we're gonna perform. But we decide to mix it and put them together, do something new, and that's how we came up with the idea to like do the catwalk, do a small shaku, and
all of that.
Yes, and then the performance.
All right, now let's talk about the aftermath. After the video traded, how did you guys feel? Because now you're superstars. How did you guys feel after that? And how has it affected the group?
It was amazing. We felt so honored, so flattered. But I don't know. I think we grew
together a little bit more. I mean, we're sisters already, but yeah, it felt great, amazing.
Has it impacted the group, like say more gigs and all of that? How's it been after that?
Yeah, more gigs. They flew us in.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
we are here
True,
because of a
true.
performance. Yeah, we
All right.
performed last Saturday.
Okay, so moving forward, let's just moving forward. What's the future of the Gold Caviar Crew? How far do you guys want to take this? Let's round up with that.
So actually, I have like big plans. In a couple of months, we're going to be like run on a fashion show for NHN in Dubai, in US, and in the UK.
Okay.
They actually booked us there for a performance and a modeling show. Also, we teach in Austria, we give workshops, and would love to do that internationally, like do it like around the world.
Okay.
Also, like collaborate with more fashion designers as we actually do now.
All right.
And also like do choreography for like big stages or dance with like
Thank
big
you.
stars.
Thank you so much. This is wishing you guys the best. Thank you for being ambassadors of Africa. Wonderful ambassadors. And Nigeria will be Cameroon tomorrow. All right, thank you very much. It's the Gold Caviar Crew. Here is wishing them the best in their careers from here moving forward. Okay, we'll take a break now. Don't go nowhere. It's the third hour of the show coming right up. TGIF mornings on TV have never been so ignited. And of course, it's all due to Wake Up Nigeria.
Too much stuff happens here. Honestly,
It does,
there's
it
just
does.
so much. We don't even know how we do it. We just cram it in there somehow.
Yep.
And hopefully, it gets you in a great mood for your day.
Of course, it's the last and the best 45 minutes. So sit tight and join us on this roller coaster ride. My name is Mike.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Stream with us, please. If you have to leave the house, if you have to go to the bathroom, I don't know, just have us on your mobile devices.
Stream.
Really?
Stream.
Don't worry, we're going to test all these vocal skills soon. Your vocal skills, Abi, don't worry. tvcontinental.tv and Facebook at TVC Connect. Please send in those comments. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and you'll get to see our game day. And Mike is going to be singing today.
The TVC app, of course, is available for download on both Android and iOS stores. And you can watch us, interact with us via the app anywhere around the world, wherever you have internet connection.
Yes, indeed. Elozonam is a multi-talented producer, singer, writer, guy that's just the jack of so many different trades. He's really going to be having a great time with us today. We're going to be
of those trades and master of them, right?
Yes, so master. That is such a powerful video.
Oh, by the way, Chef Ayo.
Yes.
You know, doing some wonderful things right there in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Getting stuff ready.
Look how good it looks. Thankfully, Mike didn't have anything to do with that food.
Is that in Photoshop?
It's not Photoshop. It's very good looking food. Look how good it is.
Is that a painting?
No, it's not. It's not.
That's in. Is that real?
Chef Ayo is making things happen.
I have to confirm that that is real.
It is real. Of course it's real.
Because as it stands at this point, I can neither confirm nor deny.
Wow.
The authenticity
but
of...
you were singing earlier. It's interesting.
Cinco.
You were singing. I was like,
Voice
Mike
of,
has a really nice voice compared to some voices we've heard.
Hey,
you know?
People want to watch it and I start telling you this guy.
No, it's actually...
No, I don't.
It's the kind of voice that can be...
So I used to sing, yeah?
Oh, wow.
But just like every other thing, lack of use was the major issue here. So that was when I was much younger. I'm talking about early secondary school and all of that. So, yeah. So after that period, I stopped singing and it's never been the same.
Oh, no wahala. We'll have a game for you to try out your skills in a bit.
My stomach is paining me.
Your stomach is paining you? Really, Mike? Really?
welcome right back. Ilozonam is a multimedia producer, singer, songwriter, and also an actor who has a number of YouTube shows to his credit.
He has also starred in a number of web series like Rumor Has It, We're Never Gonna Make It, and Money, Men, and Marriage.
I like that, Money, Men, and Marriage.
Yeah, MMM.
What's the synopsis? What's the idea of Money, Men, and Marriage? What's it all about?
It's okay. So it's a show for EL, and basically it's a show about a girl who moved out, and she's basically telling us about her life story, moving to the city, making new friends, and I'm just that one guy there who's seemingly
interested,
rich,
but
not rich. You know, exactly. I work for a rich guy, you know, so I have to look rich. So yeah, so that's the role I played, and it's interesting. It's not out yet. So it's interesting to see. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of interesting stuff, there's so much online that you've put out there.
So much.
From a producer's point of view.
Yeah.
And from a creative standpoint, it just feels very, very out there. The ideas you put out there, they're not. So they are very original. There are a lot of original pieces. So where are you pulling these things out from? Are these things you've always wanted to do, or?
Yeah. So yes, I watch movies, I watch cartoons, I watch series, I watch content on Instagram. I'm like, I could do all these things, you know. So I always ask myself, what am I gonna do that's not been done? Okay. You know, because you see everything every day. People say no idea is original. You know, you just borrow from here, borrow from there, which is what I do. Right, but there are times where I have this in the shower or at the gym or in my sleep. I just wake up with an idea and I write it down and create. So yeah, that's the process for me. Yeah.
And then have you always wanted to be a content creator? How did this start for you?
It just started with me waking up one morning and saying, I could do this. And that's it.
Really?
What were you doing before this?
Advertising.
Aha.
I was an audiovisual producer, yeah.
That's where I met him.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
At an advertising agency.
Yeah, so I was a radio, I made radio ads and TV commercials. So yeah, so I learned a lot technically. And then I decided to use those skills to creating content.
All right.
All right, so content creation, now that's something a number of people have delved into, and not everybody is doing it successfully. What is it that will make somebody who wants to go into content creation stand out from
originality
and
creativity? That's it.
Okay.
Because I've seen people do a lot of stuff, trying to be like Maraji or trying to be like Lasisi. They do all this, which is fine. If that's what you want to do, it's fine, but you won't stand out. And you would grow slowly.
Okay.
Right, so for me now, I like what I do because it's fun. When I'm creating, I laugh. I'm always laughing when I'm creating. So, and I try to do what nobody else has done. So even if the growth is, steady, is slow, when you see my content, you'll be like, okay, this is different.
This is different.
That's what you always see. This is very different. And is this guy Nigerian? I get all the time. Are you Nigerian? I'm like, yeah, I'm Nigerian. And I stay here. I hardly ever travel. I stay here. So I just expose myself. And before I create, I always ask myself, how am I going to make this different? What am I looking for? Am I trying to mess with people's emotions? Am I trying to get them to laugh? Am I trying to get them to cry? What's the objective?
And then you're still on creation. I want to talk about the skills you had to learn. Do you edit your videos yourself? You do yourself?
Everything.
How important is that in the life of a creator?
It's like being an artist, a painter, right? If I have an idea and I don't know how to paint and I get somebody to paint for me, it won't come out the way I want it to be.
All right.
Right? So if I paint the picture myself, it will be exactly as I imagined, or at least close.
What if you're not so good as a painter?
So if you hand it over to someone, it might not give you that same result.
Exactly.
Right?
But what if you're not so good as a painter?
Well, then maybe that's not where you should be in life. What I'm saying is it's like painting a picture. If you do it yourself, it'll be close to what you want it to be. So I had to go and learn how to edit. I had to learn how to do visual editing. I learned audio editing at GDB. Yeah, and that's where my 9-to-5 job, that's how I learned over 6 years. But visuals, I had to learn that in 3 days.
Wow. Wow.
And of course, you're still learning.
Yes, you're still learning.
It's a continuous process.
The initial time, I just took leave from work, sat down in front of my TV, downloaded some YouTube videos, and
That was it?
And that was it.
Okay, so every Wednesday you release a particular set of videos.
Oh, Lord.
And it's honestly, people look out for it. I feel like there should like a notification button somewhere.
Some
that
people do
get.
that.
Yeah, so let's talk about the origin of why Wednesday, first of all. Why not Monday? Why not Friday?
Because there's already a thing called Dry Jokes Wednesday.
Okay.
So I just said to just do that. And
So
just
you jumped on it?
I just jumped on it.
Okay.
Basically, and then did my own thing as always, because I just had to put my own spin on it.
Okay.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, which is actually the different thing that really makes it stand out. The sound effects.
The sound effects, the nuances,
the facial effects.
the facial effects. Yes.
I think that's what's different, because I mean some of the jokes we know them.
Yes.
But then it's how you bring
I
them.
deliver. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so there was a video that we saw earlier. Music video with the ring lights. Guy, ring lights music video. I didn't get it. I didn't get what was happening there. You just decided to jump on music videos?
Okay, so I also make music.
Okay.
I have an album out on iTunes, on Spotify. Yeah, I have an album out. This is not overdue. But so I make music, and that's how I started. Since I was a teenager, that was what I started with. But along the line, I decided to ask myself, music is a tough business.
It is.
Especially my kind of music. It's not mainstream music. I just make what I like to make, not what people, not what's mainstream.
And what style of music is that?
I don't know. I would just call it pop music.
Okay, pop music.
Because when you hear elements of pop in it, and pop trap, and just bass music.
Music, yeah.
So I decided, okay, so how am I going to make this more entertaining that people would watch? There are platforms now that you could actually put yourself out there. You used to put yourself out there. So make it funny, make it entertaining, make it sound good. So one day I was trying to create, and I pulled out one old instrumental from my archives, and I just said the first thing that came out of my mouth, and it was Gary.
Gary?
And I put it on my Insta story.
Oh.
And people were vibing to it. I'm like,
Gary,
you know what? Let me make a thing out of this.
Yeah.
I made a cheap-looking, very creative video with my phone.
Yeah.
And people went wild. And I'm like, why stop there? Make a full song.
Okay.
Put it out there, and I made a full song.
Yeah.
And I made the full video in my house. That was just one location.
Wow.
I called my director, and he came through. Shout out to Ini. He came through. We shot the video in 2 hours.
Wow.
I edited it the next day, and it was done in 2 days. And I put it out with the song, and the traction was amazing.
How many views are we talking now?
So on YouTube, I have about 2-point-something K views. On Instagram, I have maybe 20,000-30,000.
Wow.
And then that also led to iTunes downloads. So yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So.
Amazing.
And for the iTunes downloads, it started. How financially rewarding has this been so far?
Okay, so the entire process of that particular song.
Okay. Let's go to the song and then the process.
The song. Streaming music is not.
It's not the way people think about
exactly,
it.
It's not.
The percentage that comes is not that.
Nah, you have to have really incredible numbers for it to make sense, right? So for that song now, for the entire process, it's been actually really good.
All right.
It's been really good. So because of the fact that I also create ads, TV commercials.
Okay.
So there was an entire strategy. Entertain people, show them you can actually sell their products and get them to work with you. So it's not just about I just want to entertain people. I want to do that. It's very rewarding in itself, but there has to be money.
We can say that your career as an advertiser really played a big part in what you're doing now.
Yes, I learned a lot. So I'm using the knowledge I acquired over time to, to work.
I think we've been talking quite a bit. We need to see some of your work.
Okay.
Let's play a clip and see what you think.
Coolie. And I get my fried fish.
That fish has to be croaker.
Wait. I want to see if I can get this. So Gary beans, sugar, water.
Coolie.
Before the cookie,
and I get my fried fish.
I'm about to go in fully loaded.
So the idea of the song was the soaking Gary. I enjoyed it. Right?
Yeah. And you know what's funny? That was it. People, my followers didn't know that they contributed to making the song. Because when I put out the first part, I only had Gary, milk, and sugar and water. That was it. And they came at me and like, what happened to the Gary? There's fish, there's this, there's that. I'm like, okay, you know what? Verse 2. Let's give you everything you want. Take everything.
Fried
so yeah.
fish, it must be the milk. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So I have a feeling some brand is going to jump on
They
that.
tried.
They tried.
But they weren't offering me enough.
Oh, wow.
They tried. They weren't offering me enough.
Looking forward, how far are we taking, you taking the Elozona brand as it is now?
There's a lot I want to achieve because I'm still learning.
Okay.
And I make short movies, 1 minute movies. So there are lots. So I want to make a feature-length film. And I want to make the season 2 of the series I already have on YouTube, which is called WTF.
Is it produced by you?
Yes,
Okay.
produced, edited, everything, written.
Okay.
Look,
hustled by me. Just look at it.
Yeah, and it's not like I have an entire team I work with. It's not like I don't want to use them all the time. It's just this is where I think, and it's what I want to achieve, and I just feel like to get it right, I have to do it myself.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I think to a large extent, this does work. I know how James Cameron thinks.
Yeah.
I mean, dude has kept Avatar. He had Avatar before Titanic and said, look, there's some things I need here, not here yet.
Right. They're not here. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Let's still have a feel of Hello in the house, and we'll be back after this.
Because that reason might be right in front of him. What?
Father Lord, I've been pensioned 4 times. Check my previous posts.
Oh, goodness me. Yeah. So this is where I like pitch, like to be in one of your videos.
Don't worry, we'll talk.
You have to.
But what was the concept of that particular video with Nikki?
Oh, really?
There was an entire setup. So I did 3 of these friend zone videos where I was trying to get a girl and she was completely oblivious to the fact that I was into her. And then when she knew, she was just friend zoning me. And then the last episode, there was a plot twist.
Yeah,
and then that happened. So I was just trying to, make everything work seamlessly. A story from another skit in another skit. Kind of like a mini MCU.
All right. I like that. Elozona is still in the house. Of course, we've got the game day coming right up after this break.
All right, as we always say on Fridays, it's game day. And our guest, Elozona, is going to be facing off against our very own Mike Mexicano. Yes. And it's all about the lip sync battle today. The lip sync battle with Mike in the blue corner and Elo in the red corner. Dun, dun, dun. It's all about Michael Jackson. And as you know, we've been 10 years without MJ, and we have to really recognize the talent behind that. In fact, you know what? Let me just leave that speech for later. Let me stop talking. They are going to face off with Michael Jackson songs. And our first song... Okay, just have you noted that we have props? Yes, we have props today. We have props. We have the hat.
So Titi
have the leather
is the one that set this up?
Yes. So we have 3 tracks, and we're going to hear the first one. They're both going to perform to the same track.
The same
and
track,
then we get to vote, ladies.
Yes.
Really?
Who's going to better?
Who's going to be the Simon Cowell here? Who?
Me. You don't need to ask. You already know.
All right. Let's give them their first track, shall we? What's your grade for Elo?
All right,
100.
So 100.
100. Really? 100? Really? Okay, you?
For Elo?
Yeah.
For this performance?
Yeah.
Okay, so this, I'm rating him based on the fact that he didn't just lip sync the song, like he actually knew the song and then he danced to it.
Okay.
So I'm giving him another 10.
Oh,
10,
10, number 10.
10, number 10.
And you know it's an easy 10 for me. But, I'm going to give Mike a 9.5 this time because I didn't expect him to go that far. I was like, wow. And let me tell you. So there's one more track, but tell me your grade for Mike.
Okay. 10.
10. And you?
Okay, 9. I'll give Mike a 9.
All right. We have one more track as quickly as possible. Do you remember the time?
You're going on.
Okay.
Let's go.
Remember when we fell in love?
Woo! Oh, I wish we had more time for more.
When my work doesn't come out, but I'll just get to start.
Elo, take the floor.
Remember when we fell in love? We just
remember the time. That was dope. All right, both of you need to come over to the kitchen now. And we will give you your scores in the kitchen. But meanwhile, thank you so much to Chef Ayo.
Chef Ayo.
Yeah.
Breakfast is served and ready. All right, so yes, over to you, Ayo.
Okay.
Talk to us.
Okay, this is Singapore noodles.
Woo! The guys are here.
So please,
They're
this
here.
way.
This way.
Yes. Right there.
Okay,
So
we have a seat.
Singapore noodles.
And chili sauce.
Yeah. So how did you put this together quickly while Elozunam?
Yes, how's it
Over
taste?
to you.
All right. She's been
How do you
making
put
this
together the
all
chili
day.
sauce?
Okay, we start with
Is that a joke?
I mean. Yeah, with vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Then garlic. Then onions. Then we added our shredded beef.
Chef, you're missing the part, the most important part. Just try it out.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Whoa.
what do you think?
Whoa.
You already know. You already know.
All right, while he's processing the food, we have to say a big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, a big shout out to everyone who's been on the show throughout the whole week. We appreciate you.
Yes,
and we
do.
look forward to having you again sometime soon. And I just want to do this move. That
So by the way,
did.
let me just put it out there. And it was beefing me because of Shei Shei.
Really? Really?
You remember what happened that time? All right, see you next week. Bye-bye.